Good morning. It's day 9, Monday, June 8th. I didn't sleep very good last night, tossed and turned, and then we were awoken to the terrible news that some yahoo decided it would be funny to swipe Nick's food bag out of the tree. What a deplorable, shameful thing to do. Honestly, they probably tried to take mine too, but my bear line is so crappy, it like cuts into your hand when you try to yank it, so they probably tried and failed. But anyways, that put a wrench in fan for today, but Nick's parents are graciously coming to pick us up, take us to London, and get some emergency supplies, so we're gonna make the best of today and still gonna get to see Van Hook Falls, and hopefully we'll get to camp before dark. So trying to stay in the light, y'all, but that is a very dark thing to do. Crazy.
On a grocery list holder. Oh, okay.
Wow, what a series of events. Within 5 hours, have family drive from for sales to middle of nowhere outside of London, Walmart, Steak and Shake, back and packed. Paul and Debbie, it's Nick's parents, thank you so much for coming to our rescue. You saved the trip for Nick and for me because I couldn't do it without them. We had lots of people praying, so I think they were answered. So glad to be back on the trail. We're about 3 miles from our campsite at the bottom of Big Dog Branch, close to the end of section 25. And today's lesson, I think, for day 9 would be the phrase I'm thinking today is never underestimate the ability and power to see and draw good from a situation that on all accounts looks bad. What I mean by that is I was really struck by Nick this morning, not long after he found out that his entire food supplies were stolen. He filmed himself and he looked in the camera and he said, "I will not let this deter my trip." I was very impressed by that. I know if it happened to me, I would have probably emotionally devastated, but going on through the day, like, I got the chance to meet Nick's parents. They got to be servants and trail angels to him and to me. They fed us, allowed us to recharge our batteries. Nick got some food that he wasn't expecting that he's excited about. So there's just a lot of things about the situation that are actually positive, even though it is a sucky situation and it deterred us for a few hours. And something Nick and his wife were saying, the person who stole that food may be in a food crisis for all we know. So you gotta take it with a grain of salt. But I just kept thinking about the story of Joseph and his brothers selling them off to slavery. And then at the end, all of it, when he saves them and redeems them, his brothers are feeling guilty about it, about what they did to him. And he's like, no. Whatever you meant for harm, it actually was for good. So for me and for everyone else, fight to find the good in every situation. Alright, day 9 is a wrap. We made it here to camp. This is at the bottom of Big Dog Branch. Just above us on one of the knobs is a McFadden Cemetery. We're just about 2 miles shy of finishing up section 25 of the trail. I think we did around 16.2 miles in distance. Sure felt like more. It was a high of 91, which is blistering. I mean, I'll take heat over rain any day, but still, it wears the heck out of you. I felt like I was in a swimming pool. I was so drenched in sweat. All my clothing is soaked. But thanks again to Paul and Debbie for saving the day. I couldn't do this trail without Nick, so I'm glad that we got him equipped again to keep going. So we hit 150 miles today, which is awesome. Gonna lick our wounds. Hopefully the feet continue to heal in the morning, so we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's day 10, Tuesday, June 9th. I slept better last night than I did the night before. I did not want to get out of the sleeping bag this morning. Nick was already halfway packed by the time I got out of my tent. My body just feels asleep today for some reason. But we finished up section 25. We're currently on section 24, which at the end will take us to across the I-75 bridge and by the infamous 49er truck stop. We might go a little bit further to a church if we can get signal to call them to try to decrease some of the mileage coming up. But this is one of those sections where my mind is just like, just get through it. I think the REI app says it's like 1,300 feet of elevation change in this section, and I feel every foot of it. So I'm just baring my teeth and my head down, trying to get through this. We just got met with a wonderful trail angel. This is Lori. You said you were into 2008? 18 and 19. She just met us off this road, and oh man, what a spirit lifter for sure. Thank you so much, Lori. There goes Lori, our awesome trail angel. We are so glad and so thankful that you drove an hour and a half to meet us. That's just amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My mind and my body feel so refreshed. Whole box of fruit and 20-ounce Gatorade in 5 minutes. Let's go. Coming up on Highway 80. Still on section 24, but the highway cuts straight through it. This is a busy intersection. Got construction and everything. Big milestone. This is what's called the 49er convenience stop before you go across 75, just down the road there. We're hoping it's got water and ice cream. Sorry for the shaky camera, we just got poured on. backpacking life is like. We got clothes drying out in the parking lot. We're eating our dinner in the sun. And we got stuff down to protect our booties. So we are sweating tonight at dinner. Okay, it is 7 o'clock. We've gotten our tents pitched here at the top of Olive Branch Messianic congregation. I got a hold of a man named Jimmy who is affiliated with them, and he gave us permission to camp up here. So Jimmy and those who go to this church, thank you so much for allowing us to do a quick emergency tent drop this evening with the rain approaching. It turned out to be, I think, a little over 16 miles. I put the mileage below. I struggled today. In the afternoon I was feeling nauseous and wheezy, and stomach was acting up. I probably got overheated, so man, halfway point I'm feeling it 100%. So I think for a lesson for day 10, since I haven't talked about that yet, the phrase that came to mind is generosity is one of the most powerful gifts that a human can do for others. I'm still just blown away by Lori driving down an hour and a half to get us some food and cold drink. So Lori, thank you again. You definitely were the highlight of our days today. So I hope to return the favor someday, whether it's on trail or off trail. I hope to mimic that generosity that you did for us. So what a value to have in your life. So we're gonna dry off and get some sleep. Hopefully the rain will be better tomorrow. It's supposed to be a gully washer. We'll see y'all in the morning.